So really, it is a great pleasure to be here this afternoon to address you at this really innovative and unique national conference. As you know, hosted by Board Namona in collaboration with Resolve Partners, bringing together you, essentially the leaders and innovators tackling global climate challenges. I am conscious that I'm the second speaker after lunch, so I do hope I can hold your attention for at least a few minutes anyway. The Accelerate Green programme, as you know, promised to help 8 business leaders identify clear pathways to scaling their novel solutions, delivering measurable impact, and supporting economic development. Earlier today, actually also in Tullamore, in another hotel, I opened a conference on just transition, which was organised by the Civil Society Organisations Group of the European Economic and Social Committee. That was partnered with Irish Rural Link. And there's about 100 people there, many from Irish and EU civil organisation representatives, all with a common purpose of collaborating in the move to a net zero future in a socially equitable way. I think the overlap is quite obvious. Accelerate Green is an impact accelerator. You are here because your businesses are solving or planning to solve social and environmental challenges. You are already sustaining jobs and contributing to local communities. You have identified the possibilities to scale. And I say really from the bottom of my heart that you are very welcome to the Midlands. And please keep that focus looking forwards because we all know we're not going back. The Accelerate Green programme was funded as part of the Board Namona-led Life IP Peatlands and People programme, and Tom alluded to the importance of people, and I think that's really what we need to focus on as we transition to a low carbon economy, particularly in this particular area of the Midlands. I know that there are people in this room who have received and businesses who've received backing from Enterprise Ireland, from the National Just Transition Fund, and from a variety of other funds and investors. And I'm delighted to see a session scheduled for later this afternoon on financing and the role of the investing community. I think impact investors, you are also welcome to the Midlands. I think the more the merrier we can get. I believe the opportunities for funding in the Midlands region abound, and we need projects of quality, we need projects of scale, and projects of impact to invest in. And I think we have the talent and the know-how in the Midlands to do that. It's just about getting that coordination right. Governments across the EU have a responsibility, and a big responsibility, to ensure that the just transition delivers not only for early adopters, but also for those who, for all sorts of reasons, will be slower to embrace the change. You, clearly, are those early adopters, and through collaboration and impact, you will play a huge part in generating the solutions that will deliver for all of society. You, together with the great Economic, Social and Cultural Institute at the heart of the Midlands for so many generations, Board Namona, are leading the way in climate change innovation in Ireland. Look, not everyone is an entrepreneur or an innovator, so we need job creation to support good quality of life and vibrant communities for those who can't create their own. And you will need the skilled workforce to deliver on your ambitions. We all understand that the employment landscape has changed. Something I read, I think, back in 2018 said the jobs, 85% of the jobs that we'll need in 2030 don't even exist yet. So that's the transition we're on. We're bang right in the middle of that. So I believe that the education and training landscape has responded very well in providing some of that training and reskilling opportunity to meet maybe most of the recognised gaps. We've seen the rollout of training around retrofitting, and I think, and there are others, but I mean, I think this is very important, that this is an area that we can all collaborate on, and that collaboration is of paramount importance. So I'm sure I don't need to tell you all, if you have a skills need, please verbalise it, because this current government really does want to help. And we have a standalone minister in Minister Simon Harris all about skills. So, use him while he's there. I say it a lot sometimes, so much so that I bore myself, but time, we know, is not on our side. And you were chosen to participate in the Accelerate Green programme because of your potential to scale and to scale quickly. And we need disruptive technologies and that outside the box thinking to deliver. And I certainly see it in this room. You'll be aware that the new EU Just Transition Fund has tight timeframes, including the new generation EU element, which will require that once a member state is committed to, the projects must be fully implemented within 3 years. That's a very tight timeframe. So if you are considering this fund or know of any groups who are considering the fund, I would really urge you very strongly to start planning now, start working on your projects, start engaging, start the conversations. I've recently asked the Eastern Midlands Regional Assembly and the local authorities to collaborate on briefing on the draft programme, to share the information, and I'll continue to pursue this. I love the story of the spread of mobile phone technology across the continent of Africa. It spread like wildfire, and in remote locations where there had never been a telephone, nor even electricity lines. And ordinary people now held in their hands the capacity to learn, to bank, to earn, and to make a difference. That was disruptive, and that was democratization. And each of you in your own businesses hold that power. I am a passionate believer in what this government is doing to support you and businesses like you, between whether it's legislating for climate action, whether it's supporting renewable and community energy, whether it's funding research and development, including in food waste, bioeconomy and disruptive technologies. By complementing EU funds and legislating for circular economies, for waste reduction, a sustainable public procurement policy, and much more. I think we're active on the ground, we're active in policy and legislation, and let's keep working on this and work together at this time. Please tell us your needs. Please reach out even to your local reps. TDs, senators, whoever, just let us know, and we will try and direct our government policies to align with the needs of this transition. It's so important. You will have heard earlier, I'm working closely with my colleague, Minister Eamon Ryan, on a land use review, and this is really so that optimal land use options inform all relevant government decisions. And we're seeing, massive areas of land use coming into play, whether it's in terms of re-wetting. We have a massive challenge in terms of afforestation. That's one of my own particular remits. It's challenging. And how we use our land in the future is going to be critical to how we address the climate and biodiversity challenges, those twin challenges. And really how we deliver on that will be central to the success of that particular policy. So really I want to finish with a few thank yous. Thank you to, I've lost Tom. I don't know, I keep looking down there, but he's not there. But anyway, thank you to Tom and to Board Nimona and the wider board, not only for the invite to speak tonight or today, but in your own innovation through Accelerate Green. Thank you to the 8 participating businesses. You really do fill me with such hope, so well done. And certainly enjoyed a visit with Karen from Real Leaf last year even, and based in Ballycon, not far from where I live, near Geeshel, and great to see how that investment has delivered. And thank you to everyone else in this room, because I'm deeply aware of the combined effort of hundreds, if not thousands, of people across a web of agencies, be that local authorities, social enterprises, and private enterprises, you've got your shoulder to the wheel here on just transition, on action in climate, on action for biodiversity. And you're all playing your part to ensure that the Midlands region and beyond has an exciting future ahead as we transition to this low carbon economy. So keep it up, and thank you.